In the mid-2000s, Vijay Mallya was the undisputed face of Indian luxury. Often called the Richard Branson of India, he turned United Breweries into a lifestyle empire, making Kingfisher beer synonymous with his own King of Good Times persona and his dominance of the Indian liquor market. Mallya lived his brand with aggressive visibility. He owned Formula One teams, controlled IPL cricket franchises, and hosted parties aboard luxury mega yachts equipped with their own helicopters. He brought that same extravagance to the sky in 2005 with the launch of Kingfisher Airlines. He marketed the carrier as a five-star hotel in the air, a premium service that promised a level of opulence previously unseen. This billionaire persona functioned as a strategic marketing tool. By projecting an image of absolute wealth, Mallya convinced the financial world that his airline was fundamentally shielded from the risks that sink other carriers. By 2012, that image of invincibility was the only thing left. The airline had completely collapsed, leaving its fleet grounded and rotting in industrial boneyards. An examination of the wreckage reveals a total wipeout. State-owned banks were left with billions in unpaid debt, and thousands of cabin crew members faced a grim reality: months of service without a single paycheck. The financial remains show patterns that deviate from standard market competition, pointing instead toward a pathology of systematic capital extraction. This case serves as a vital autopsy of founder hubris. It reveals how a billionaire's lifestyle was sustained even as the business itself was dying, eventually leaving the public to settle the bill. The terminal illness began with the airline's internal structure. Kingfisher's business model relied on five-star margins that couldn't survive high fuel prices or the fierce price wars of the Indian aviation market. The condition became critical in 2007. Mallya acquired the struggling low-cost carrier Air Deccan, a move that spiked the company's cash burn and sent its reserves into a steep, irreversible nosedive. Attempting to dominate both the luxury and budget sectors simultaneously drained the airline's liquidity faster than Mallya could find new ways to hide the losses. To keep the company walking, Mallya used evergreening. Instead of using revenue to settle debt, they took new loans to pay interest on old ones. State banks injected fresh capital, inflating the deficit into a 9,000 crore debt spiral, threatening the banking system. By this stage, the banks were no longer investing in an airline, they were financing the delay of an inevitable collapse. How did a bleeding business secure billions in public money without physical assets to back the loans? The answer was a legal and financial sleight of hand involving the Kingfisher brand name. Mallya convinced banks to accept Kingfisher's brand value as collateral. Despite mounting losses, this intangible asset was valued at over 3,000 crores. Whether due to political pressure or sheer negligence, major banks accepted this ghost asset as legitimate security for massive loans. The power of Mallya's personal brand was so great that it convinced the nation's largest lenders to trade billions in taxpayer funds for a name on a piece of paper. The endgame arrived on March 2, 2016. Just as banks moved to the Supreme Court to block his exit, Mallya flew to London and disappeared. He rebranded his flight as forced exile, living comfortably on British estates, while the Indian government officially designated him a fugitive economic offender. The scandal exposed deep-seated cronyism in India's public sector banks, eventually forcing the creation of the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code and the Fugitive Economic Offenders Act of 2018. Definitive Kingfisher's collapse ultimately forced India to overhaul its financial legal framework, creating a precedent that prioritizes the recovery of public funds over the protection of corporate hubris.
Let's discuss that in the comments section. And as always, thanks for watching Alux Live. Subscribe for more.